Hey guys, welcome back to my weekly pickups. I wanted to start with the Walking Dead 171 that came out last week, which was the first appearance of Princess, and that's the A cover. I have the B cover, and then I ended up finding the C cover with the pink signature that had the 7 extra pages. Really happy that I found this at a reasonable cost instead of paying a boatload for it. Alright, now getting started with this week's comics. The first one is Hellboy. This is the new 1955 series. Really nice. Next is the Weapon X series that tied into the Weapon H storyline, and this is the variant cover, the Venomized one. To be honest, I'm not really that impressed with the Weapon H stuff, but I still ended up getting the variant for that. The next two are my wife's, but part of the collection. So we have Wonder Woman 30, that's the A cover, and then we have the Jenny Frison cover, and that's a really nice cover. This series I'm really impressed with the artwork, with Deodato's work. I love how he draws Wolverine, and the storyline by Ed, Brisson. It is really, I thought he did a series called The Violence, and I followed him over from that, and I'm glad that he's working for Marvel. Still, one of the best comic books on the stands that I really enjoy is Ed Brubaker's Kill or Be Killed. The next series is something that I had to go to a different shop to find. My shop is basically order it as if it's in your pull list, but he didn't end up having this one, so I ended up going to the secondary shop that's in town. And I love post-apocalyptic storylines, and this is the Realm. I think I have another A cover and hopefully the B covers. I ordered them through Diamond. Hopefully they'll come in. I guess I'll find out here sometime next week. A new #1 that just came out this week was Runaways. I never read the original series, and I'm not sure if if I should even be reading this, because I heard there's a character that comes back from the dead in this first one. But I thought I'd give it a try, so Runaways 1. Next is a tie-in to the Dark Knight Metal series, is the Teen Titans #12, and this is the first appearance of Batman. I believe it's called Batman That Laughs. So I ended up reading this one, and it gives kind of the origin story behind him. Still reading Baby Teeth by Donny Cates, really good writer, so I'll be following his work. The next series is, I believe this is the second issue of Redlands. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with this story, which it's about 3 witches in a small town in Florida, and it's really just not my cup of tea, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with it, but I did end up reading the second issue. Next is Dark Knight's Metal. This is the foil cover. The first issue I really didn't like too much, but this one seemed to pick up. I enjoyed it a lot more, and this could be the cameo. From what people are saying, this could be the cameo of the Batman That Laughs. Either way, the story really picked up in this one. I really enjoyed it. Next is The Flash 30. And in this one, we have a new character. It even says it on there, Bloodworks. And this is the A cover, which I felt was the better of the two covers, and it somewhat features the character Bloodwork, but that's not how he looks in the issue. So this is the intro to him, and I also ended up picking up the B cover, and I can't remember if this is a Porter cover on that. Don't quote me on that, but I ended up picking up that. Next is Detective Comics 964. This is a Clayface story. Ended up being pretty good. Yeah, Tinian's still writing it, but that detective. Alright, for the rest of my haul video, I have All New Wolverine 24. I really ended up liking this cover, a good X23. The next two are Birthrights 26. I ended up picking up the A cover and picking up the B cover. This is the same artist that did the Walking Dead 171, the Princess variant with the pink signature. Really good artist, so I'm gonna pick up the comics that I normally get on a weekly basis, but this is the B cover for that. Next is Mr. Miracle number 2. I ended up picking up the A cover and the B cover. On Twitter, they stated with this, if you read the first 6 pages and listen to it with the Immigration song from Led Zeppelin, that it kind of plays out, and it's kind of a fun thing to do. I tried it out and makes it a little bit more enjoyable. I think someone actually animated the first 6 pages so you could watch. You probably could find it on YouTube somewhere. Next is Venomverse. This is the second part, and I picked up the A cover, and then the connecting Clayton Crane B cover. A lot of people haven't been praising this series, but I ended up really liking the B covers. So I ended up getting the Matina Generations Hulk. This is one of his covers for the Hulk series. This is the Jean Grey one, and then the All New Wolverine. And out of the 3, I feel that this is my favorite one that Matina did. Alright, so next is basically my kryptonite. I've always been a huge Amazing Spider-Man fan, and I still end up picking it up, even though I really don't like Dan Slott, but who can't pass up a Alex Ross cover? Beautiful cover of the Green Goblin. Next is Action Comics number 987. I ended up getting the lenticular cover and also the regular variant for that, the A cover. In this, you find out the first appearance of Mr. Oz, or not the first appearance, but who Mr. Oz is. And then for my very last one, I have Sheena number 1, J. Scott Campbell cover. Really like this. What I think is really funny about it, though, is that I've heard a lot of people complain that J. Scott Campbell has a hard time drawing feet, and I could kind of see it in this one, especially that front foot. It looks kind of odd, but as you can see. Either way, beautiful cover. I like the full scope of it compared to the close-up that was the 0 issue. So what do you guys think? Should that be a thumbs up or a thumbs down for that foot? Let me know in the comments. So, thank you guys for watching my video. Have a good one.